Alright, well my friends, I'm at it again today. No different today than the day before, and the day before that, and the day before that. Probably not any different than what tomorrow and the day after that'll be like. But that is my balance of the timber that was felled into the pad area here. And I'm going to move to that side to get it. This stuff here, this is a lot of bigger stuff. It's a lot of different sizes, but this got majority of this is bigger stuff, which is fine with me. Heavier to handle, less to handle. And then it'll be Robert Fellini Bobcat ton to get the bigger pieces out of here. So I should be able to fairly well get this knocked out today. I just got to get my ass moving. Got a few pieces up there yet to pick up and get out of here as well. Some of that I can toss in the chipper. Most of this, there's a couple of 3 pieces that I can toss into the Angry pumpkin, but for the most part I'll have to pull this stuff out with the skid loader Bobcat. It's gonna be a hot day today, boys. It's supposed to be drier, but hot. So that's what it is. The Angry pumpkin, I gotta do a little bit of stuff on it. I might as well do that. I gotta recycle my oil from my catch can back up into the motor, engine. Gotta get the tractor and relocate it. Get my chainsaw. I'm just gonna get a chainsaw. I'll probably grab the Husky since it's in best shape from yesterday. Did a lot of cutting, a lot of big cutting for me for that Echo, that 20-inch bar. That was quite a bit of cutting for it on that one chain, but it did well. The pull and pull. My experiment with that bar and chain was an absolute fail. I put an Echo bar on it yesterday, and the chain that's for that bar, but it's not the right pitch, I think, for the drive gear on that pulling. I got to use those smaller chains, which is fine. Try to keep that to smaller duty. That thing's running good now. I went through its carburetor and set its idle and all that good stuff, and it's running nice now. And I found that Sunoco pre-mixed, 40-to-1 pre-mixed, but it's a 95 octane, so I think that helps its performance as well. So I got to get the tractor out to move this thing, and I got to get my chainsaw, relocate this thing, and yeah, get at it. So I'm looking forward to getting this out of the way. Jameis Smucker, the builder, he did leave me a message this morning saying he just wanted to know when the pad was going to be ready, and I think the pad is pretty much complete once I get all this crap out of here. So go with that. I got this pile of, I'll probably have to move that stuff. I could dump this around trees, and I don't have a lack of trees to put sawdust around, that's for sure. But I noticed the new chipping blades, the new blades on the Angry pumpkin do a better job of this stuff. More uniform, even with the bigger pieces. It's a little more uniform, which is nice. Just better quality. Little pile there to deal with. Got a little remnants of a little pile back there. It's looking nice, man. From the aerial, this cutout, I'll post a complete before and after of what this was like before I even started touching it and what it looks like now. And I got to see what Jameis is going to be up to, because I'd like to get this tree out of here this one right here. I'd like to get it out of here, and I'd like to get chunks of this one out of here, and this branch, this big branch, that tree, this big branch, and I'd like to thin this guy out right here as well. That's all I need. That tree, this branch, chunks of this tree, and a building. That's all I need. This tree, this branch, chunks of that tree, a new building, and a lift. That's all I need. This tree, that branch, chunks of that tree, a new building, a lift, and my 540 build. That's all I need. I could go on and on. Steve Martin, that was funny. I think that was in the jerk. Anyway, that's my attempt at humor this AM. Let me get rolling. Appreciate everybody. Just know that. Protect the Republic from enemies, both foreign and domestic. Both foreign and domestic. Be safe. I love all my family and friends. Hope to see you guys soon. And let's get on with the day. Yep, my day starts right off the bat with this. This affixes down there. This affixes down there to put it in low, neutral, or high. It's in low, but guess what? You can't start the tractor unless it's in neutral. So I'm gonna have to call John Deere to see if they have one. In the meantime, I could probably use a big wrench or something to deal with that. I'll even see maybe if I can't weld it or do something to get me out of the fix here. But this is where that's it right there. So it's easy to get at least. That's a good thing. Wonderful. Carry on. All right, so here's my makeshift fix until I can take time to weld that one up properly or just buy a damn new one. What a pain in the ass. Of course, my day set back hugely now, but so I took this tube stock I had a short piece of it, so I just mashed the end of it, drilled it to fit the shaft down there, and then this rod fits inside. This rod here fits inside this, which will give me some extension up here to shift it, just to get it in and out of gear so I can start it and move the damn thing. I'll have to weld or see what the cost is of a new one, but I'll see if I can't weld that one up. But it's not going to happen right now. This already set me back a bit. All right, let me get this stuck in here and see how it flies. You do have to be a monkey to work on this crap, man. Half the time I can't get my hands in here. It just took me forever to get this frickin' going this far. Come on, man. Now, before I get this too tight, Is this seatbelt gonna be in my way? Well, I can get something smaller just to fit in there, I guess. Huh. Well, let me there's so much shit in the way in here. Oh, come on, thing, now don't start that shit on me. Alright. So now there we go, that worked. All right, well that's working. So now I just got to find something that's shorter than this, that doesn't have a whole lot of slop in that down there in this, but that gets me partially to where I need to be. All right. Yeah, so what it is, I just stuck the stick shift, the shift lever back down in there. So this will actually work for now. That's right on. All right, so I'm back in motion here. God dang, man, that like took forever. So now I need to, I got to take this panel off. This is why they have these extended hoses up here. I didn't put mine, the other one, new one on, because you can get at it without having to take this panel off. But I'm not going to put that new one on right now. I'm going to drop this panel and grease these two, and then I'll put that extender hose up on there and keep me from having to jack with this thing. So let me, because this bolt's a pain in the ass. You got to reach all the way up there. It's a nut behind it. It's not a threaded fastener, a fixed fastener to the frame there. So like this one is. All right, well, let me get at it. All right, folks, let's go up for a look around at things today. I already had it up once and freaking didn't have my camera on, so let's do this again. Turn the cam on. We're recording. Let's take off. Got the cam on. So right off the get-go, we can see here that this is what I've got going on today after the debacle with the shifter on the tractor. And overhead, I got this pile to deal with, which is this stuff right here. And sorry folks, didn't mean to jostle you around. So that's the pile I got to deal with. There you go. I've got a few other things over there to deal with. not many. And let's see what's going on up around the world today. Good eye view here. We go. Let's go up. That's Route 1. That's northbound. Heading up to Wilmington, Delaware, and those areas. There's the farm. Salem nuke plants over there. This is south on Route 1. Back part of the barn. And that's where I've been cleaning up. This tree line area right there is where I've been cleaning stuff up. It's a lot better than what it used to be. And that's for sure. And if we go around again, back around to Route 1. Beautiful day out. Look at that. Beautiful day. There's the house. Barn 1. Barn 2. You can almost see the Delaware River over there. Over that way. It's kind of cool. Alright, well, let's bring her down, folks. There she comes. Bring her home. Look at my pile. See me over here. Thumbs up, people. There we go. That's what I like to see. Peace, world. Keep us safe out there, police officers. Bring her home. There we go. Right on, folks. Good flight. Okay. Let's go shut this off and let's get to work. Okay, got a little flight action in. Now we're gonna go get a little chip action in, but first I got to get this wood pulled up here to the chipper. I got to back the chipper up actually now that I'm fixed. Seems like everything's let's get it rolling, people. Man, the day started off like shit, and now it just got worse. That's the starter for this Cummins. That's where it's supposed to go. So tab broke off. I just put in a new bolt on the top. It looks like that bolt must have come out. So it's been a compounded frickin' issue. I was backing this up in the spot and I got into the soft dirt. It was running because I was just going to back it up to start chomping, and so backing up, it hit this, which meant it raised it up as I was backing up because that kind of stopped it. Well, raising it up, it put it at an angle and it starved it for fuel, so it ran out of gas. It ran out of diesel. So I've just spent all this time jacking around trying to get it reprimed, and this thing came off, and the gasket around it was a rubber gasket, was a biatch, and so I was force priming it because there's not like a manual pump. I've never primed this thing before, I don't know. And this was even hanging, the starter was just there. I just got the thing to start firing up, and I hear this crack. It stopped dead instantly. I hear this crackle noise, and I come over here and the starter's laying in the hole. Anyway, well, I got to get that out. I guess what I'm gonna have to do now is use the Bobcat and just pick all this shit up and move it back. And this is kind of typical, man. That's why I get so frustrated around here. You know, I didn't have $17,000 to spend on a good used chipper shredder. This thing's been getting me by. I was starting to feel pretty good about it, actually. Just changed the blades. It was ripping stuff up good, firing right up, kept up with the oil and whatnot, and now this. Well, I gotta get this starter out of here and then get the Bobcat out. So let me do that. Well, there's the starter. I think that top bolt came out. I'd replaced it. I noticed it was missing, you know, after I got it. I replaced it. I don't know if it fell back out or what the deal is, but son of a bitch. I was just on the verge of getting the thing refired back up after this debacle with the fuel. Piss. Back in my good old friend Robert Fellini, aka the Bobcat. I missed it, but had to use it today anyway, so I just got to use it for a little bit more than I had thought. But I'll get at it here and see how this goes. One of my last hauls with the Bobcat, I see a stack of stumps up here that I already dropped. I think this is probably my 10th load or so.
I've got to load into the gator by hand. But I'm going to run my grapple over this a couple of times real quick. Good bobcat. Alright, so now comes the manual labor. My ram seals are leaking. The main one is, and these two are. It's like that seal's blown out. Alright, I gotta clear off the back of the gator and start chucking wood, man. What a pisser of a day. Certainly adapt and overcome has been the rule today. Certainly not going about this how I intended to, but the goal was to get this cleared off today, and that's what I'm gonna do. Just kind of not how the initial plan was, but hey, that's why they call them plans. All right, well, let me get at it here. I gotta clear this stuff off and get at it. All right. I thought my plan was gonna let me get out of this too easy. Should have picked this one up with the bobcat. I think this is about the biggest one left in here. Let me see how bad it is, and if so, I'll do it with the bobcat. Yep, gentlemen and ladies, that's how you do that. Right on. That was the biggest of them. So what do I got over here? Yeah. You pull up around over here. Hey, couple of pieces up there too. This is kind of a chunk. All right. Stand up, count for yourself. This chain's going, I can tell you that right now. I hit it into the dirties a couple of times. Back over here. All right, chunk, you're going in there. Like that. Don't you come falling out of there either, chunk. You even think about that. There's one over there. It's a bigger one. I'm trying to get all the bigger ones and work my way down. This is a chunk too, man. Dang. I tell you what, wood is such a deceiving, timber is such a deceiving commodity. You can be 20 foot away from it and it doesn't look all that bad. But man, when this stuff hits the ground and you get close up on it, it like magnifies, multiplies in volume and size. It's like, oh yeah, not a problem. And then all of a sudden you got 50, you know, 25 by 50 space covered in timber. It's like, where the shit did all that come from? So, all right, chunk 2, chunkette, you're going in there. That's the law. The law says you got to go in there. So let's just do this. Way to go, chunk 2. Way to go, chunk 1. Appreciate you guys. All right, well, let me go dump this and come back and do another load. All right, I'm well on my way to having another load on here. See if we can't continue on with continuing on, trying to work my way from the bigger to the smaller pieces. we go. There we go. There's the critters. There's the critters. All right. Another load. Hopefully I'll get this stuff out of here and I can just organize and scoop all that bullshit with the bobcat, with the grapple. All right, let's roll. Well, made progress today despite the bullshit start. It's getting clear. Oh, there's two knuckleheads. And there's a third one over here. Hi, knucklehead. Hi, shoulders. Hi, shoulders. Okay. So, that's the broke pumpkin. This is the pit. So let me get the drone up and take the last shot with it. I gotta get my, just about busted my ankle there. That would have been smooth. Still have a few more gizmos up here to pick up. Oi. Oh man, this corner seems low. Seems low to me. It do. Alright, well let's get the drone up and get an aerial of it. And got a few things in the shop to put away, and then I'm calling it done deal. Alright, so let's get the droney up. See if we get a connection here. There we go. Unable to start. Aircraft warming up. Oh, there we go. We got green. Okay. Start. Later. Magnetic interference again. Well, let's get away from that magnetic interference. Let's do that. I think maybe because I was in the Well, there she is, people. That's what it looks like now at the end of the day. Okay, folks, so that's what we're looking like now at the end of the day. It's looking pretty good. Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Except that corner does look awful low to me back there. I think it's actually a little too low. I might have to mention that to Arnold with Kemp Construction. Well, let's go up and see what's happening up in the world here. That's what's up in the world today, folks. That's a pretty sight. That's awesome. I like that. All right, well, let's bring her home, boys. And that's the end of the day. Well, This day did not go anything like planned. It kind of wound up somewhat as desired, but it certainly did not go as planned. I have 2 injured machines now. I got a starter out, literally out on the Angry pumpkin, and I have a broken gear lever on the John Deere, I have a bush fix in place on the John Deere. I gotta get something permanent fix on it, and I have nothing on the Angry pumpkin. I gotta take a picture of the part number of that starter and look online and see what I can do about that. Bugs and stuff around here bug me, literally. Okay, well, folks, again, let's save our republic, defend it against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Let's try to stay positive in these days. Know that I love each and every one of you in the family. I miss you all. Hope to see you all soon. And you know, just try to do something forward each day. To me, that's positive. Progress on something, progress on your goals, progress in helping somebody, your wife, your kids, you know, just something forward each day. And if we all did that, just think about all the awesome energies, what we could accomplish with all our awesome energies. Anyway, that's it, folks. I'm signing out for the evening. I still got a bunch of cleanup to do, so I will see you all tomorrow.